Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Now, normally on a Monday, I would, of course, be going to the post office to drop off orders for the store and to maybe possibly pick up some goodies as well, but today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so post offices are closed, and as such, I figured I would just stick around the house because I actually have a lot of stuff to get done, including cataloging and putting away all the movies I picked up over the weekend. That pile is kind of big, and it's going to take a little while. I need the time. So, for today's video, I figured I would answer a question that I actually have been getting asked a lot recently by a few different people. If it was just one person asking me this question, that wouldn't seem so weird to me, but a number of you have actually asked this, and the reason it seems weird is because I had no idea anybody would be interested in knowing this, but again, I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to show you what's going on. So you guys want to know, how do I organize and store and put away all my stuff for the Cinema Sickness store? As you guys see, I am constantly picking up DVDs, VHS, etc. for the store. Where do I store it? What do I do with it when it's here in the house? And we're going to go take a look at where I store all of it. So let's go upstairs. Okay, upstairs now, and welcome back to the previous Cinema Sickness library. For those of you who have been watching for a little while, you probably remember, as I said, this was the previous Cinema Sickness library. This was the room I dedicated to my collection back when we first moved into this house, which probably wasn't the best idea, as this room is only slightly bigger than the room I was using over at the condo. So very quickly, I did outgrow this space and had to move my collection out of here. And when I did that, this became a storage room. As you can see, bins full of stuff, filing cabinets, my old artwork from high school. My wife actually uses this as an office now as well. So that's what this became, a storage space and an office space. But then when I started the Cinema Sickness store, it also became the area that I use to store all my merchandise, as you can see in all these bins and whatnot. We will go fully over everything in a minute. And of course, the actual table itself. And again, I'll explain this all in a second. So, as you can see on this bookshelf right here, I have things like Disney clamshells. That's pretty much what I use this for. And then also kind of a VHS collection. So, for instance, these are sold together on the store. These National Geographics, the Power Rangers, I mean, that's all like one set, which is why I have them all together like that, and like box sets and things as well. That's pretty much what I use this bookshelf for. There's some extra Blu-rays down there. Then over here, these are all VHS tapes I have not yet listed. A lot of these are going to be $1 VHS tapes. So what I do is every now and then I do list these throughout my listings. So I have to go through all of these yet. That's going to take a little while, but eventually I will get around to listing all of those. I got a book here I have to relist. Inside here and the bin down there, these are VHS tapes I need to relist. So stuff that's probably actually currently listed on the store, but listed in the old format. I need to take all that, take new photos of that, and relist it all, and that will happen eventually. So stuff that needs to be listed, stuff that needs to be relisted, or should I say VHS that needs to be listed, and VHS that needs to be relisted, and a book that needs to be relisted as well. Got a pile of CDs down here, and these are actually, if anybody's interested, these are actually some bootleg Game Boy Advance games. Unfortunately, they're not the actual legitimate games. They are bootlegs, but if anybody's interested in those, let me know. They work fine, just not original games. Then, yeah, some CDs. So a lot of you guys said, hold on to some of those CDs that you were given to sell at the store, and this is just some of them. I have another pile downstairs that I'm going through. Every day I grab a little stack and look through them, and I keep what I want to keep, and what I don't want to keep, I end up bringing up here and stacking in this pile. So eventually, at some point, all these CDs will get listed to the store. It's probably going to be a while till that happens, but I am working on that. And then into my tubs, we have the start of book tub number 2. This is actually full of all the cassette tapes that are, I'll open this up, that are currently listed on the store. So as you can see, this thing is full of cassette tapes. It's actually double-sided, which is really, really cool. So again, that's everything that's actually listed right now at the store. This bin here is the start of DVD bin number 2. Only a few DVDs inside there. This is DVD bin number 1. As you can see, that is completely full. That's just all extra stuff. All this stuff is listed. Everything in these bins are completely listed. So all this stuff is listed here, but it's not necessarily on the table for display. This is a VHS bin. As you can see, I'm still filling that up. Book bin number 1, so that's all books in there. This is kind of miscellaneous stuff. So video games, my one and only DivX title I have listed on the store. Any kind of weird sets, like that bag in there is full of Disney Infinity, like a Disney Infinity set. So again, all stuff for the store, and this is kind of just sort of miscellaneous weird stuff. This is all my my Disney VHS clamshells that I have listed. And right next to it, as you can see, that's that big pile of Disney VHS clamshells I was just given, I believe, on, what was that, Friday. So I have all those up here. I have not listed those yet. These will eventually make it into there. And then down here in this container, those are all my records. So I have everything pretty well categorized. And as I get new DVDs and CDs, I see what's in here. This is all my CDs. As you can see, I just started to list CDs. So yeah, everything is cataloged as far as everything's in its right place: books, CDs, DVDs, etc. So if I need to find something, it's fairly easy. I have some extra cases as well that will eventually be getting used. So all right, on to all of this. Well, first, under here, this is all stuff I have not yet listed. So those are DVDs that have a little bit of wear to them. I usually list them for like $1 or $2 a piece because they have some wear. So those eventually get listed. This is all stuff I've like recently picked up that's in good condition that I need to actually list. DVDs, Blu-rays, etc. So as the days go on, this pile actually gets smaller. CDs I need to list. Cassette tapes I need to list. That has actually already sold, Supernatural. Books I need to list. And then back here in these two cases, those are all completely full of cassette tapes, and I need to list those as well. So every day I list at least 9 titles, but usually more. So these piles do start to go down, and then of course I go out and buy like 20 more titles, and the pile gets bigger. But eventually these piles will start to go down. So that's what's under there, just stuff I need to get around to listing. And then let me explain why I have this entire table set up as if I were open for business up here. The reason I do this is so I know what to bring with me to a convention. I basically have this table always convention ready. That way I know that what is on this table is coming with me. Otherwise, I would have 10 bins or whatever full that look just like this, and I would have no idea what to bring with me. I can't bring everything with me. My cart is only so big. I have to bring just what I'm going to sell plus an extra bin to fill in spaces as things get bought. So as such, this is all kind of my top tier stuff. The things that if I were to go to a convention that I would want people to know I have for sale and to see. I do have some empty spaces right here because some people just bought a lot of stuff off me. I had some really big orders recently. So as you can see, I have a lot of stuff that will be getting put in there very, very soon. So this whole bottom part here, this is all DVDs, just kind of standard DVDs, a lot of box sets, pretty much anything that has writing on top I put on the sides here. My small little game section, I don't have a lot of games for sale in the store, but I do have a few, and that's what's there. My 2 laser discs I have for sale, Life of Brian, and this is such a thing of beauty. I love the dark half. I can't believe nobody's bought that yet. That's amazing. I love that. I would have bought it if I didn't already have it. So that's what's there. On these towers are VHS. We have some clamshells and then some standard VHS. On the top, I usually just put sort of big sets or just larger things. Same thing over here, clamshells on the bottom, some standard VHS. As you can see, got some empty spaces. I actually have some horror VHS coming to me really soon that's going to get put in there. And then some more bigger kind of big display pieces up there. This is actually a new addition, this sort of row right here. This is where I put all my, as you can see, Blu-rays. I just decided to build that. I would like to put, like another one across, but then I realized that I usually stand behind this table when I'm at a convention, and if I put another row, nobody's gonna be able to see me. So I kind of just stuck with the one. So all my Blu-rays there, and then on top are like little kind of sets. So like a VHS that I'm selling with like an Aladdin action figure. This is really cool. Who Framed Roger Rabbit VHS. This is actually like a vintage, like 90s Toontown, Disneyland like viewfinder. This thing, that thing's really cool. I was tempted to keep that. So some really cool sets. This is the Jurassic Park trilogy plus the bonus disc with these awesome Jello Jigglers vintage cutouts. So again, some interesting stuff up there. So that's why I have this set up like this at all times. Just so at any time when there's a convention, I know exactly what to bring with me. There's no going through bins, trying to decide what do I want to bring. I know exactly what to bring with me. That's why I do it this way. I got some hooks on here. I do hang a Cinema Sickness banner across there when I'm at a convention. So this is where, again, I store all my Cinema Sickness stuff, as you guys wanted to know. And, or should I say, this is where I store all my Cinema Sickness store stuff, again, as you guys wanted to know. So that is the answer to that. And just because I'm sure some of you guys are going to ask some questions, I do have some cool things like posters hanging up in this room. Well, actually, there is a record in there. That's the Wannabe single record. I love that thing. No Laserdisc in there. That's just the artwork. I found that at a Goodwill. Puzzle poster that's falling down. I gotta fix that. This is really cool. Aladdin puzzle poster. Jungle Book promotional movie poster. I do have a TV up here because when this did become the storage room, I actually had a couch here. And my idea was to make this maybe like a little bit of a game room for my kid as well. I figured when Sean gets a little older, this could be a storage room and a place where he could maybe watch movies and play video games with his friends. But yeah, business took over and that's not going to happen now. So I still have a TV up here, Blu-ray player, VHS player. We do have a Wii hooked up as well. I should probably put that back downstairs. I'll probably end up doing that at some point. We don't really play the Wii. I don't play it. My wife doesn't play it. This is actually my wife's Wii. I had a Wii and a bunch of games. I sold all my stuff. I have no more games or even a Wii system anymore. Why my wife still has hers, I don't know. She never plays it. She should probably sell that before it's worth absolutely nothing. For those of you who want to see my wife's collection, here it is on these shelves right here. My wife actually does collect rubber ducks. She's missing one up there. I don't know where that one is. Oh, it's back. It's right there. I don't know why it's down. Anyway, so my wife actually does collect rubber ducks. She's very picky. She doesn't go too crazy. She likes to get ones from places she's been or like really interesting ones that like stick out to her. So she has those. So this is her DVD Blu-ray collection up there, and then her CD collection, which actually just grew quite a bit from all those CDs she picked up. In fact, I think a lot of those are, yeah, that's right here. These are all the new CDs she just picked up from the record store the other day. So yeah, her collection definitely, her CD collection definitely grew. So this, yeah, again, this is her collection right there. The old theater room sign I used to have downstairs until I cracked it in half and broke it. You can't tell probably, but there's actually a crack between theater and room. That was stupid of me, but whatever. I don't use it anyway. I do have some board games. I do like playing board games occasionally. So I have some cool trivia games and Life and Clue and Operation and Topple, Uno. Some cool stuff, and then again, just more stuff that's in storage. So that is pretty much that, guys. So again, a lot of you wanted to know how it is that I actually store all my Cinema Sickness store merchandise, and this is it. It's all up here in the basically the storage room / office area, and this is the way I have things set up. So if you come out to a convention, you will see this right here, and of course the banner hanging down. As well. So this is what it would look like if you came out to a convention to see me. This is what my setup would look like. And because again, some of you might ask, Yes, behind these doors right here in this closet, I do still have all my extra stuff. I don't know I don't know how to describe it. My closet of extras. I'm not going to move all this out. I've done a video on that before. There's extra Laserdisc players and Blu-ray players and DVD players and all kinds of just extra stuff behind there. I actually have to reorganize it because it's a mess back there. It's all just completely crammed full of extra electronics and whatnot that I have to reorganize at some point. So, all right, guys, again, that is it, and hopefully I've answered all of your questions the way you wanted me to. But if not, by all means, leave a comment down below. Alright guys, so there you go. As always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button and you're going to get one. Also, be sure to check out Patreon, where you can help support the show. This simple donation of $1 a month really does help out, goes a long way, and goes right back into these videos. Also, be sure to check out Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself many designs of Cinema Sickness t-shirts and hoodies and hats and buttons and all kinds of cool Cinema Sickness gear. Again, proceeds help the show. And as always, most importantly, check out the Cinema Sickness store on Instagram, where you can pick up all kinds of awesome media like, well, everything you saw in the video today. So again, definitely check that out. Proceeds, again, really do help the show, are very much appreciated. And links to everything can be found down below in the description of this video. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Well, while we're on the topic of the Cinema Sickness store, I guess I'll show you guys this as well, starting with the pile of CDs I decided to keep. This is everything I either knew I wanted to add to the library, that I wanted to go through and check out, or that I will eventually be adding to the store. Now, this pile might still look pretty big, but this is only about 10% of the amount of CDs I once had to go through. So this is at least a little bit more manageable. I will be going through all of this at some point, hopefully, so not nearly as bad as this pile once was. But what I really want to show you guys is where the magic happens. This here is my workbench area. This is where I build things if need be, but this is also where I fill all Cinema Sickness store orders. As you can see, I have some orders right here that are paid for that need to be filled and will be getting shipped out tomorrow. But I also have things like Fragile stickers and blank label stickers, my media mail stamp, scissors, Sharpies, things like that, my tape dispenser. This is pretty much where I fill all the orders, where I box and pack everything up. This here's a really big shipment that actually needs to be packed up and sent out. I actually have a few more things to fill in there that will be taking place soon. Then we have things like, well, these are actually all my receipts that I keep for the store. I need those for tax season. But I have things like return labels, plenty of those. Things like, what is this? A customs form, priority mail stickers, tracking stickers, things like that. Bags, boxes. These are kind of small bags and boxes. I actually do have larger boxes out in the garage for, big orders like this. I have a whole boatload of boxes out there. These are orders that are already done that I would normally have shipped today. If it wasn't a holiday, these will be all getting shipped tomorrow. So again, this is kind of where, as I said, sort of the magic happens, where all the orders that are placed are eventually filled. So again, just figured while we're on the subject, I'll show you guys this as well. I also have plenty of packing tape as well. That does come in handy for boxes. So, all right, guys, again, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.